Hi everyone. I hope you both are good. And let's wait for others as well for a minute. Can you write hi in the chat if you can hear me? Hi Zainab. Good, thanks. How are you? Hi Muhammad. How is everything going? Do you guys practice a lot at home, the IELTS or not? Yeah, Zainab, that's great. I think nowadays everyone has a lot of time, most of the people, because of the lockdown. So this is the best time to use. And the groupings that I give you a group mate, guys, please do work with each other because it really helps. And you guys can check each other's work, and that's really good. So we are going to start today. We have writing. I'm just going to share the presentation with you. Okay, you can see the presentation, right? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the main structure of how you are writing the first task of writing, and then we will work on the 2 pie charts. There is an essay that we will work on and see how it goes. Do you see the presentation? I'm sure that you do, but just making sure. Yeah, Muhammad, I will see about that. I know that you don't have a partner. Nargis also comes, so we will see. Do you guys hear me and see the presentation? Okay, so Sorry guys, what about now? Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now, guys? Yes, okay, sorry about that. Okay, I will just go again and then see. Okay, so I don't know how long you could hear me, but so the main structure is that first you just paraphrase the introduction. The introduction, you paraphrase the prompt. What is said in the question, you just write the same thing, but you just paraphrase it. You write that in different words. And then overview, summarize the main trends, stages, or differences. So again, any big changes or the main changes or differences, you will write all of those. In the second paragraph, it's about 2 or 3 sentences. It's like an overview of what happens in the graph. And then key features, you compare and contrast the key features. In the third paragraph, you compare and contrast the like the smaller details, and but still not too much details because you only have to write 150 words. When there's 2 graphs or charts or tables, you can write 1 to 2 paragraphs. And then in the diagram, again, you just write the introduction, that's the purpose of the prompt. Again, the same thing, the overview, and then key features again. You can write for 1 to 2 paragraphs, and then just describe the each stage of the process. Like when there is the diagram, you just describe the processes because it shows the process, how things go. And then for maps, again, you paraphrase the prompt in the introduction or the first paragraph, and then overview, summarize the main trends, stages, or differences. That's the same. And key features describe all the things that changed and stayed the same over the given period. So you just describe all the changes that happens in the period that is shown in the map. Okay, so here's an example. First of all, we read the prompt. It says the chart below shows the main reasons for migration to and from the UK in 2007. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. So you always know that in the second sentence, it says that summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features. You don't read it in the test because it's just gonna waste your time. You just read the main prompt and then look at the picture. So here, immigration and immigration. Immigration with I means to the UK, like people who come to UK, and immigration with E means people who travel from the UK to other countries. Here are the reasons, the main reasons why people leave the country, enter the country and leave the country. We just see what are the main things. So when you see this charts or tables in the task 1, you just analyze it first for 3 or 4 minutes and then take the notes, because it's really important that you plan what you are going to write. Otherwise, you might go to too much details and then you won't be able to say everything and it might not make sense. So for 2 or 3 minutes, we just see the question again. The chart below shows the main reasons for migration to and from the UK in 2007. So the green one is formal studies. So 26% of people who come to the UK or come because of the formal studies, and then the blue one is the definite jobs. It's very, the colors are a bit. So for jobs, 30% of people come for jobs, and 15% of people come for accompanying or joining some people or like their family or friends in the UK, and 11% of them come for other reasons, 12% come for looking for work, and then 6% just come for no reason. And then immigration, um, formal study is 4%. You see that only 4% of people leave the UK to study, but about 26% of them come to UK for studying, and then 29% come for the definite jobs, that like they have the job and then they come there, they know about the job before coming, and then the other stuff as well. So the main thing, we just remember that it's the definite job, which is 30 and 20 in these two, and then the other big difference is that for formal study, only 26% come to the UK, but only 4% leave it for that reason. So these are the big things that you might say in the overview. So let's go to the writing. Just remove these. Okay, so it says the given pie charts reveal the reasons for immigration and immigration to and from the United Kingdom in 2007. You see that it's the same sentence as the prompt. Let me show you again this one. So it says the charts below shows the main reasons for that. It's the same thing, just we only use different words to say it in this one. The given pie charts reveal the reasons for immigration and immigration to and from the UK in 2007. So for example, if in the question it says shows, you can say reveal, or you can say illustrate. These are two words that you can use to just paraphrase them. And then we go to overview. It says it can be seen that most UK citizens leave the UK for employment purposes, while most people enter the UK for the same reasons. Exactly, the big things are said here. So most of the people leave the UK for employment, which is 29%, and then the least person go for studies, while most of people who come to the UK, which is 26%, and a large number, they come for studies. And then formal study is the least popular reason for UK citizens to leave the UK, while it is the second most popular reason for entry to Great Britain. So these are all the main features that are said in here. It's just 2 sentences. And then we go to the third paragraph. It says the percentage of people entering and exiting the UK to UK for reasons of employment was almost equal, forming the main reasons for population movement. Second to employment, 26% of immigrants entered the UK to undertake formal study, while only 4% of British citizens left their country to study elsewhere. So and here you see that we go to the more details, and we do say the numbers. Just remember that in the last paragraph we compare, and then we do give the numbers and the percentages, and because if we don't give, it doesn't look very formal, and it doesn't look very like very real in this part. We have to say this. But not like all of them. You see that we don't say all the percentages. And also you see a you just see a paraphrase in here. It says 4% of British citizens left their country to study elsewhere. British citizens, like before this, it was like people of UK or the reasons people migrated, but here like we use British citizens. It's a really good paraphrase. And then next we go, in addition, 12% of these entering the UK do so because they are looking for work. So 12% come just for looking for work, and then almost double that number leave the UK for the same reason. Around the same percentage of immigrants enter and leave the UK to accompany a spouse or family member or for unspecific reasons. So about 6% enter UK for no reason or just to accompany their spouses. And then 4% come also for, 4% come for formal study, while 18% come for no reasons stated. So these are the same as this 18% and looking for work. They are very similar, so it's just said in here. It doesn't go to too much details, but it does give some of it. Okay, guys, do you have any questions about this? No questions? Okay, so I am gonna send a pie chart, 2 pie charts to you after the class in the group so that you guys can write about that and then send it to each other. Zainab and Muhammad, please send each other what do you write about the 2 pie charts and then send it to me after you have checked it. I will also show you how you can score yourself and like according to what you can see. Zainab says, what about conclusion paragraph? We don't have a conclusion paragraph in here. You just give those information and then no need for conclusion. And that's it. Let's go to see how to score this. Okay, so this is how you score it. It's taken from the IELTS page itself. So let's see. For band 9, the people who want to get band 9 for task achievement, fully satisfied all the requirements of the task, clearly present a fully developed response. You read all of these. For example, for people who get 6, addresses the requirements of the task, academic, presents an overview with information appropriately selected, and then general training. You don't study general training, so don't worry about that. And then presents and adequately highlight key features, bullet points, but details may be irrelevant, inappropriate, or inaccurate. So task achievement is like how much you can really introduce the topic and what it is about and give all the information, like as much as information is needed. So according to these ones, you can score yourself. For 8, for example, you see covers all requirements of the task sufficiently, presents highlights and illustrates key features, bullet points clearly and appropriately. So all of these are here. Coherence and cohesion. It's like how good you can write it, and like the sentences flow really good or not, like the fluency is good or not. That's the coherence and cohesion. So for the band 9, the writing should use cohesion in such a way that it attracts no attention, skillfully manages paragraphing. Okay, and then the other ones is also here. And then for lexical resources, it's how much vocabulary you use, and then like how much they are new, and if you use the good vocabulary and new ones, they will be good. You will get more score. But just remember that you don't use very strange sentences or words, and don't use them in a wrong place. Just trying to use a new word, because that will cut your score. For example, in here in the tasks in the band score 6, it says uses an adequate range of vocabulary for the task, attempts to use less common vocabulary but with some inaccuracies. That's the same thing, like you use the word for the like not correctly, and then makes some errors in spelling and or word formation, but they do not impede communication. So as I said, spelling is important. If you write anything wrong, you will also lose mark for that. And then the last one is grammatical range and accuracy. So for example, for the band 7, it says uses a variety of complex structure, produces frequent error-free sentences, has good control of grammar and punctuation, but may make a few errors. So it's about how good your grammar is and how correct they are. So these are the 4 things that your writing will be scored on: task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resources, and grammatical range and accuracy. If you do all these 4 in a good way, you will get 9. And also about the word, like there should be 150 words. It should be mentioned somewhere, but that's also important. So when you're checking each other's writing, please also give a band score, or at least see what do you think this writing will take. Okay, guys, so do you have any more questions right now? You can also go to the writing, which was in the book, The Mindset, and do the questions in there. That really helps in how to compare the graphs and tables and all of those. So this is it for today. If you don't have any questions, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is speaking. Tomorrow we will have the speaking face-to-face, and you will talk to a partner, and we will see how it goes. Just try to be ready for that. Thank you guys, and have a great day if you don't have any more questions.